Okay then guys, so back with the side skirts. So, I don't know where we got up to last time. This is just being added into the video. So, as you can sort of see, they're a different colour. And no, they're not staying this colour. This is just the filler primer. I've put them in. This one's had about 3 coats. This is the one that had the damage on it, the big scratch, which is now gone completely. I think it was around about here. You saw me fill in earlier, filler, and yeah, with filler. And now it's completely gone. That looks so much better. Oh, that's actually came out really, really nice. There are a few high spots here underneath here, but you're not going to see that because I've just had them up against. Well, I had them up against the side of my shed a minute ago, holding it, and you don't really see from here. You don't see any of that, so it's going to be all dark under there. So I'm just going to ignore that part. You know, I'm obviously going to rub it back because it is filler primer, so I do need to sand it back a little bit. And then I'll just get to spraying the silver paint when it arrives over that. But yeah, some of you might be thinking, oh, why don't you just do that bit? Like I say, you're not going to see it, and also I'm getting those side skirt extensions, so you know they're going to come out to about there anyway, and it's going to hide all that. So there's no point me spending too much time on that little piece because the side skirt extensions will just hide all that. But yeah, that's the filler primer. I'm using this bloody good stuff. The high coat is really good paint. I've used it before. I've used it on the grills, and the finish on it is just absolutely spot on. So high coat. You see any high coat paint, primer, lacquer, whatever, grab it because it is good stuff, and it dries really, really quickly, and also just gives like I said, a perfect finish. It really does. So that's what I'm using for the filler primer on there for now. And then, like I said, when the silver paint arrives, I will then come back and give that, I don't know, give them about 4 or 5 coats, make it really, really deep, and then probably 2 coats of clear to give it a really nice shine. I'll try and crack that out one day, because high coat doesn't take long to dry at all if you get the high coat quick drying paint, so it doesn't take too long to dry, the silver paint. And then we'll leave them for about 2 or 3 days, come back when they've completely dried and able to touch them, because obviously I'm going to be pushing them on against the car, so I don't want the paint to be too soft or anything like that, because I will be putting clamps on here to hold it on the car, so I don't want the paint to come off, even though I might even leave it longer than that, because like I said, I want it to be properly stuck on the car. So we will come back next time when these are being painted, and then like I said, I'm going to leave it about 3 or 4 days. I might even, like I said, I might leave it a week till I come back, until the silver paint is completely cured on there, because they are staying down here in the shed and not in a warm environment, so I do need to let them completely dry and before I stick them on the car, because like I said, I'm going to have clamps all the way around to bond it to the car. So I'm looking forward to it though. Getting there. This is the first step of them getting almost done. Now I've just been looking at these caps. Which one is it? So these two are the 2 good ones. They go on the back. This is one that someone's got from a back one and cut it. There's a little tab that should be in the middle to fit on the front. The only problem is with that, because of the angle, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, it's a bit more at a slant here because of how they're shaped on the back. They're shaped slightly different, obviously, to because the rear arch on the back of the Fiesta has a bit of a over fender, so the back side skirt actually does sort of bend out a little bit. So this one won't fit on the front because it keeps popping off here. As you can see, it's a little bit of a curve to it. These ones fit, obviously, because they went for the back, but that was for a back one, but someone's made for the front to fit. Now what I'm going to do with all of these caps, stop them ever coming off, I'm literally going to fiberglass and bond them and glue them to here so they never ever come off. And yeah, I've got some real strong glue I'm going to be using, and then I'll come back and fiberglass them from behind so you don't actually see it. And like I said, I was going to smooth them all in, but I was mocking them up last time I was here when I had them on, and the gaps between the side skirt and the actual cap, they're just too big to fill that. And then, like I said, the flex and the movement of the car, that will just start to crack. So I'm not going to fill them in. I'm just going to glue them permanently on here so they never ever come off. Also stops people from stealing them because they are worth a freaking shitload of money for some weird reason. So anyone out there got any front caps? It doesn't matter what colour they're in now, because I'm just going to spray them. So anyone out there got any front caps? If they are in silver, that's bang, straight on. But I'm going to paint them anyway, obviously, because I'm going to dust the whole thing in silver. I mean, even though I've taped up the bit that I'm not painting silver, when I take that off, I will spray the whole thing silver, and just obviously to blend the top part with the bottom part, because it could be a different shade of silver, you just don't know, and you might see that. So I will obviously spray this bottom part the silver, and then I will just dust over the top part to sort of blend it. And with the caps as well, I'm just going to do the same with those. And yeah, there's no point me filling priming these because they are okay condition. That one has a few chips at the bottom, but once it's on the car, you ain't going to see it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just going to paint over those. But yeah, there we go then, guys. So I'm going to leave this bit here for now. I'm going to carry on priming this one because it ain't really, it's only had a half coat. And yeah, I'll see you on the next part of this project. Looking good though, getting there.